Right, let's move to the newspapers. Off-colour Reds leave door open for City. Rice pulls the strings as Hammers frustrate league leaders. Declan Rice pretty good football, isn't he?
He's all right. He's handy enough, the kid.
Unacceptable park surface closed until further notice. All that money and they couldn't get a decent surface at Páirc Uí Chaoimh. That's a bit unfortunate, isn't it?
Well, I would imagine a pitch is a drop in the ocean of 110 million quid.
110 million quid and you can't even get a good pitch.
Well, we don't know if it's 110 million quid. Worst case scenario, they'd be unlucky if it was 110 million quid.
Yeah, so they're going to relay the pitch apparently later on in the summer. We can't feel sorry for ourselves after England hurt O'Mahony. Well, if you can't feel sorry for yourselves after England come and beat the shite out of you, when are you going to feel sorry for yourself? I mean, that's the 1 week you're like, you at least allowed 24 hours of going, feeling a bit sorry, I need a bit of sympathy. No?
No, I don't think so. I don't think anybody's feeling sorry for themselves. I think they were all feeling angry and fed up. Fed up maybe is the wrong choice of word, but they're angry with themselves. They're angry with England as well.
They're
the underdogs coming over and ambushing us.
Australia's champion trainer Weir faces 4-year suspension. This is an amazing story coming from Australia. So a jigger is the local name for an electronic device usually used with a whip and is designed to deliver an electronic shock to a horse in the bid to produce a better performance on the track. And you're like, okay, well, this is obviously, somebody who's probably not that good doing this stuff. But no, it's Australia's champion trainer Darren Weir who's facing a 4-year suspension from the sport for possessing illegal electric devices known as jiggers after they were found on his property during a raid by stewards and police. A Melbourne Cup winning trainer, 614 named horses in his care, has won multiple Group 1 prizes in a career spanning... he spent 11 hours in a preliminary hearing conducted by Racing Victoria stewards yesterday. They raided his property and found a bunch of stuff. I'm going to read it here to make sure. So, an unregistered firearm and cocaine were also reportedly found at the properties, which is mad when you think about it. It's like very, very high profile. Not some guy with 2 horses. A little taser. I mean, I would run faster with a taser. Ow.
You'd also run faster with a bit of cocaine. So that's like what the...
Is the cocaine for the horses?
I agree, we can't... it's obviously alleged details of who's actually utilising the cocaine, but there has been stories of greyhounds, of course, being fed cocaine to run faster, so why wouldn't horses?
Somebody said chilly up the hole of the greyhound is the thing. Is that what it is?
That's great. Like, you shouldn't be laughing at stuff like that, Ger.
No. Bubble bursting, Liverpool feeling City heat after draw at West Ham. A bunch of my mates got a tip for a greyhound last night that won.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Trap 5.
Why did you pass on that tip to me?
Trap 5. It's like... that's interesting. How do you know a greyhound's going to win a race? I mean, that's mad.
Well, is it more mad than knowing a horse is going to win a race? Like, I suppose you got a jockey, there's some sort of human control over it, but...
Mike Quirk, already there's a championship case for the sin bin and the mark. Look in the mirror, O'Mahony warns Ireland there can be no moping. So, are you in favour of having been to... You went to the game this weekend as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you in favour of the
offensive mark?
And the sin bin?
Yes, definitely.
Both?
Yeah, without question. I think they're both great additions. Mike Quirk is asking the question. He actually makes a comparison with the NHL and the power plays that come there, that it just completely transforms the dynamic of the game for a very short amount of time. There's just...
Sin bin?
Yeah. Although on Sunday it kind of changed in a weird way where Tom Sullivan got black carded for Kerry and Kerry ended up having a purple patch as a result of that.
Scored 4 points.
Yeah. Which
Tom Sullivan holding them back?
Absolutely not.
But the lead weight around their arse, is that what it was?
Potentially, but it's kind of strange given he's been one of their best players. But the idea then that this is in now but not in the summer is just, it's still kind of ridiculous, isn't it? Which? The idea that this can't be in this summer. At least give Congress a vote in February to introduce the sin bin and the offensive mark for this summer.
I don't want to have a special Congress in May, no? After the league, so April. So wait until the league is over, get the body of evidence, have the special Congress and go, oh, we've changed our minds, we're coming in. No?
Well, they could do that. Like, maybe conference rooms are hard to get at this late notice, but it's certainly a good idea.
They own a stadium, too.
That was a very good point.
O'Mahony, a bit of hurt will be there this week. That's Peter O'Mahony about to steal a line out, I think, or maybe that's one of the ones that England managed to win. Injuries leave Schmidt with selection puzzles to solve, and there is poor CJ Sander coming off looking like Quasimodo. But you do have to wonder why they left him on. Jerry Thorney, it should pay for Ireland to stick rather than twist. So Thorney calling for basically as similar a team selection as injuries will allow. Gambler Russell ready to roll the dice anywhere in the pitch. This is Finn Russell being the opposite of Johnny Sexton. Lack of lock stock leaves Ireland looking down the barrel. Hey, tab of the morning to you. So this is the fact that Ultan Dillane might be in line for a start, or potentially at least a place on the bench, and the fact that perhaps Scotland won't present quite the same physical challenge that England. It'll be a different, more energetic physical challenge that Scotland pose, and that game might be well set for Ultan Dillane. I'm not in any way worried about Ultan Dillane coming into the Ireland team. I think it's a big opportunity for him to remind everybody that he was the hot new thing in the second row just 2 years ago. Don't blame Schmidt for England loss. O'Mahony says hurt players take responsibility. And Michael Antonio and his balls are the back page picture of the Times Ireland edition. He's is he doing a Michael Jackson impression? Dodgy enough at the moment. Cork's pitch is unacceptable. That's the story that Páirc Uí Chaoimh isn't going to see any matches for a while. They've taken the Cork-Clare Alliance Hurling League game to Páirc Uí Rinn, and rugby is launching a new five-a-side game called Rugby X.
They not call it Rugby V.
Wouldn't that make more sense?
They get their Roman numerals wrong?
I think they mean X as in X Games, you know?
Ah, okay.
The millennials don't really know about the... did you see the Google search graph that everybody comes out with every year? It's like Super Bowl and Roman numerals explained search by search, and you can chart the two searches against each other, and it's tiny at the end of the year, because nobody can tell you 53 from 54.
Back page of the Mirror this morning is Bubble Whammy. Klopp rocked by a major wobble as Hammers hurt Reds title charge. The back of the Star then, meanwhile, is Hammer Blow. Liverpool's title charge stalling. The back page of the Irish Daily Mail then this morning is testing times. O'Brien's in mix for number 8 spot as injuries mount, and you've also got that unacceptable Páirc Uí Chaoimh pitch story. The back page of the Herald this morning is Hammers pop pool bubble. Klopp's men feel title pressure as City aim to take pole position. And then the back page of the Sun is giant blow. Mikael Hammer's Cup title dream. You've also got the story here that £40 million Emery facing a spending cap. So it seems that Unai Emery is only going to have 40 million quid to spend this summer on replacements for his Arsenal squad. So not exactly an encouraging sign if they want to go after bigger things next season. And finally for me, the back page of The Guardian is Mo Salah there, hammer blow. Liverpool's title bid takes another hit as leaders drop more points with West Ham draw. And then the other story here is safety factor at the festival. Cheltenham move fence to reduce risks. So course officials at Cheltenham are taking the highly unusual step of moving a fence to reduce risks for horse and jockeys. It's one of the trickiest steeplechase fences at the home of jump racing, with only 2 fences that have been shifted in the last 20 years. So it's the second last fence, which comes almost immediately after the final bend-in races run on Cheltenham's old course. Has one of the highest faller rates, and they're going to change that.